We consume 340 metric tons a week of fresh produce. Chicken, all together, we're around 25,000 pounds. 11,000 pounds of watermelon every cruise. It's very popular. Let's talk about beers. We have 35,000 bottles and cans of beer in 7 days. Right here, if you want to come, we have champagne selections. You have something to celebrate, you can buy champagne. You have something that you want to forget, you can buy champagne. And if nothing happens, buy champagne, something will come up.
It's 8:30 in the morning in the port of Miami, Florida, and docked is the world's largest cruise ship. Today is one of the biggest operations in the cruise industry. Crew members on the ship have been working endlessly to get over 6,300 guests off to begin their next 7-day voyage.
Seat passes out, please, ladies and gentlemen.
With only 30 minutes to hit their 10 o'clock target,
Just please join the line inside of the dining room, please.
Guest Departure Officer Risley is struggling to get the last cruisers back on dry land.
Now I'm a traffic cop, the one who say like, come on, keep going, this way, guys. Ready to leave the ship? Just please make the line inside of the dining room. I need your help here outside of the dining room. Just join these gentlemen. Thank you.
With a good flow of passengers restored, it looks like Risley has successfully emptied the ship.
Zero count, zero count. We finished with all the departure. Yeah, job is done. All the guests are outside, and we are ready to start the next voyage.
The next stage of the busiest operation day in the cruise industry is the resupplying of the ship.
That's my man, Mr. Ola.
Dock Superintendent Marcos is in charge of coordinating today's task.
Okay, send me Kansas Marine ahead of everyone. I'm here with Ola, and he wants Kansas Marine.
But even he's still amazed when the ship makes its weekly visit.
The first time I saw the Symphony of the Seas pull into the dock, I lifted my head up and I'm saying, wow. And after minutes of looking at it, I realized my neck was cricked because I wasn't so used to looking so high up at a ship, but it really is breathtaking.
The scale of today's deliveries are also breathtaking.
We have about 30 to 35 trucks that are coming through the West Gate here, and they carry anywhere between 100 and 180 pallets.
Dock Superintendent Marcos is supplying the vessel with an estimated 400 tons of weekly provisions.
You do 500 to 600 pallets of provision alone, and another 100 to 200 pallets of hotel and other departments as well.
But where do you store 7 days' worth of food, drink, and supplies?
Obviously, being the biggest ship in the world, we also have the biggest freezers in the world. So on this ship, we have 1,350 square meters of refrigerated space. We have bacon here. So sliced bacon every week, 4,500 pounds or 2,000 kilos, so 2 tons of bacon.
That's the equivalent of 8,000 standard-size bacon packs.
How many burgers?
Oh, too many. Burgers, we use about 2,000 pounds or 1,000 kilos per week as well.
In charge of the shopping list for over 6,300 guests and 2,300 crew on the world's largest cruise ship.
Hey guys, how you doing? Tell me, do we have any special customer tonight?
Is Food and Beverage Director Emmanuel.
We have to find a way to shop once every 7 days. If I forgot to buy some meat, for example, I don't have the opportunity to go now shopping to send somebody and say, hey, go and get me like 50 kg of whatever, you know? So the planning is really, really paramount. We consume 340 metric tons a week of fresh produce. Chicken, all together, we're around 25,000 pounds. 11,000 pounds of watermelon every cruise. It's very popular. Let's talk about beers. We have 35,000 bottles and cans of beer in 7 days. Right here, if you want to come, we have champagne selections. You have something to celebrate, you can buy champagne. You have something that you want to forget, you can buy champagne. And if nothing happens, buy champagne, something will come up.
But Emmanuel has no time for champagne because he has one of the most responsible roles on the ship.
On the Symphony, we have 2,200 crew members. Half of them work under me for F&B. Let's start with the waiters. I have 530 people working in the dining room. The galley, I have 99 people washing and cleaning for the whole ship, and 257 chefs producing over 40,000 meals every day. The only downtime that there is in my operation is between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. That's about it. Otherwise, it's always busy.
The staff members that Emmanuel need not worry about are the 2 robotic bartenders, which took 41,600 hours to create. Each robot serves on average 1,000 drinks a day.
So the beauty of it is that you don't have an annoying bartender that wants to talk to you all the time, you know?
But the rest of the ship is less mechanical, with the 23 dining venues consisting of 5,189 seats. One of them, the main dining restaurant, with a centerpiece chandelier that spans over 3 decks.
Looking at the sheer size of the operation, one would never think that it's possible to have this attention to detail.
Turnaround day, the biggest operational day in the cruise industry, is about to reach its crescendo. It's 30 minutes since the last passenger left the ship, and now the crew is preparing for the arrival of over 6,300 brand new guests.
There's no other operation in the world, no other hotel, no other resort that will check out 6,600 guests in one morning, and a few hours later we'll have, again, 6,600 new people, rooms 100% clean, and hotel 100% pristine, that make you feel like you're the first person ever on board.
With just 10 minutes left, Hotel Director Fernando is making his final checks before passengers arrive. And as it's the first for the new guests, high standards are in order.
Just need to line them up nicely. I think maybe here they're even a little bit too far, no? Let's tuck in a little bit the cables over there on the corners. You know, behind the curtain and stuff. First impressions are very important.
The world's largest cruise ship is ready, and it's time to let the guests on board for the start of their 7-day trip.
It's just a wow factor when you walk on board, second to none.
I think it's a wow, even just driving up to it. Every time, it's still like, wow.
Initially, guests are greeted by the ship's centerpiece, the promenade, which spans 2 decks and is home to shops, restaurants, and bars. One of them is a feat of engineering in its own right, the Rising Tide, the cruise ship world's first elevating bar.
You wouldn't actually realise it was on a ship. It could be a world-class hotel. Being on a ship just adds to it.